Man United 4, Bilbao 1. And guys, we're going to the final. We are going to the Europa League final after a season of, I don't even know what to say. It feels like I've lived 5 years, okay, in just one season of football. But once again, the lads were able to make a way into a final, and I couldn't be more proud. Couldn't be more happy, especially after that second half performance. And it's very clear the level of quality when it comes to who was on the bench today and who started the match. But regardless of that, I do just want to talk about the match as a whole. I feel like in the first half, Bilbao definitely had the momentum. They had, they were much more composed. I think, they were passing right through us. We lost our head a bit in the first half, definitely. And of course, they got the goal as well. And you could just tell that. I mean, honestly, I don't really know what to say. I just feel like we weren't there. We weren't there fully. I mean, Ugarte struggled a bit. Um, and Hoyland and Garnacho, they're just not what we need up front. And I think trying to force that Bruno, um, Garnacho, Hoyland front three is just it's never going to work. I understand that's all we have this season, but I think it's very evident that that's just it's not going to be good enough for Manchester United. Regardless, though, you know, I think what was great to see in that match is even when they scored, and it was a great goal, by the way, that Bilbao scored. Even when they scored, I think I'm happy, and it was good to see our team react well to that. Normally, we'd hang our heads or give them another opportunity to score, or they would score a goal. And the fact that we kind of stayed level headed and reacted well after that goal was great, and it was nice to see. But it was clear that subs were needed 100%. I just don't think we were able to find that. We just weren't able to progress the ball, be creative, get ourselves in positions to score. We just lacked that quality in the attack, which is again something that I've reiterated and other creatives have reiterated all season long. So we knew and we were asking, I know I wasn't the only one, for subs to come in. We get into the second half and we still haven't scored. We had Shaw, Mount, Diallo, Amas, and Kobe Mainu come on. And I mean, the levels that we saw, there was this one pattern of play. Ahmad passed it up. It was beautiful. Ahmad went up, passed it up to Mount. Mounts did a phenomenal back heel, and we just couldn't finish at the end. But it was just the pattern of play that we had in that session. I mean, the way we were passing to one another, moving the ball, it was so pretty. It was so pretty. Casemiro, hands down, I don't think we get this far in the tournament without Casemiro. He's been so composed. He's been such an integral piece to our advancement. I think that's because of his experience 100%. But he's just been, when we need a stop, he would be the one that gets it. When we need someone to pass the ball forward, or we need an assist, or sometimes even needed a goal, Casemiro, without a doubt, was that guy. And it's just nice to see that from Casemiro, because I know he's been a point of contention for our fan base. So to see Casemiro be able to perform and get us to this final has been phenomenal. I think that also we have to talk about Euro today. I thought Euro was great, and I was saying this on the watch along. I was on the playback with Flawless in the crew, but I was saying that Euro was trying to get a goal, whether somebody got it, whether he got an assist or scored, and he provided that. He provided that, especially with Mount's first goal. And Mount today as well came on and was just so good. I mean, outside of the two goals, and that second goal was so cheeky when he just chipped it over the goalie like that, which was just not good on that goalie's part. But man, that was both strikes, honestly, were just so great. Rasmus got him, a goal as well, with a nice little touch from Ahmad. So it was just good to see that teamwork, good to see that link up play, especially in the second half. And if we can carry that momentum into the final, I think I'll feel confident beating Spurs. All in all, this game, like, I had a feeling it was going to be kind of like nerve wracking there a bit. And, especially with Bilbao scoring the first goal, I didn't think we were going to lose, but I was just nervous because we didn't look confident. Like, it's like they're playing scared and timid because they were so focused on not losing, that I feel like, especially in the first half, they were scared to kind of just play football. And I think those subs really helped ease that nervousness, and it just completely went away, especially after we scored that first goal. And after we basically took over the match when those substitutions came in. So shout out to Amram for those substitutions. I know a lot of people were probably calling for them a little bit earlier, but they did what they were supposed to do. And if we can go into the final with this squad, and hopefully we have Delit back from injury, I think we should be able to get ourselves a Europa League trophy, and I'm really excited about that. I'm sure you guys all know this, but we do play Spurs. Spurs did beat Bodo Glimt as well, and I am nervous. I think the only reason why I'm nervous is because Spurs have had our number this season. They've beaten us 3 times already. But the thing that gives me some semblance of hope is we are Manchester United. We win trophies. Whereas Spurs, there is a lot of pressure on them. There's a lot of pressure on them this match. And, they need the trophy. Not saying we don't, but like there's a little bit more pressure, I think, on their side. And then, of course, I don't want to give Spurs their first trophy in a couple of years. So it's going to be a very, very fun and interesting match. It is on a neutral ground. We're going back to Spain. And so we'll see what happens. But all in all, when it comes to this match, I'm just so happy with the way that our team performed. I'm so happy with, us being able to rally the troops and get to this final, even though our season's been absolutely crap. And, there's levels to this. I mean, there is levels to this. I am going to mention this because it must be talked about. The fact that out of all the top 6 clubs, there's only one that did not put themselves into position to win a final or win a trophy is crazy. Liverpool obviously already got their trophy. Man City could win the FA Cup. Chelsea could win the conference, right? The Conference League. We and Spurs, like us and Spurs, obviously going to the Europa League. And then you have Arsenal, who once again go another season trophyless. All in all, I'm really excited, really, really happy, and just it's now time to get that trophy. It's time to get that trophy, and nothing else matters at this point. So big up to the lads. So happy for the win, and please, please let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you here on the 21st. I think I'm gonna take work off that day so I can watch the match. And yeah, we go forward to another final and we could potentially get a trophy. And if we do get this trophy, it's another season we've had that's better than Arsenal, even though we've been absolutely crap. Hold that. But all in all, those are my thoughts. God bless y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.